Hello, welcome to this 3-day mini course, Heal, which is all about turning your past into your power. So we all have this incredible power within us, and what I want to do with this 3-day mini course is help you to tap into and activate that power by understanding your past and understanding how your past and your past traumas and things that you went through that created any kind of emotional reaction have shaped your life and your beliefs and your reality, and just shaped everything that you've been through and everything that you are now and everything that you expect to happen or believe can happen in the future. So beliefs are huge. What we believe creates our reality. So I really want to help you understand the process of how beliefs are formed so that you can start to take control of your own beliefs and start to incorporate new and empowering beliefs that support what you want and support your dreams and how you want to feel and the reality that you want to be in. Because we are all worthy of our wildest dreams, and we're worthy of so much more than we believe. And when you start to go back and understand your past and use the trauma from your past to tap into your inner power and inner potential, you will start to think a lot bigger and dream a lot bigger, and that will manifest in so much abundance in your life. So in this 3-day mini course, I really want to help you understand the process so that you can start to take control of your own healing and your own beliefs and your own reality. Today is all about trust, because trust is so important in this process and in this work. You've got to be able to trust yourself and trust your intuitive self. So often we end up overthinking things and analysing things and wondering if what we are writing, what we are, delving into is the right thing, because our pasts are extremely layered. There's so much that we've been through and so many different situations that have led us to where we are now and created our beliefs. So it can be really easy to doubt ourselves in this process, and a big part of this process is putting pen to paper and trusting what comes through for you. Now, I've been there where I've been answering questions in my journal. I've been doing something similar to this, and I don't know if what I'm writing is correct. So I really want you to let go of those doubts, because those doubts are what keep you stuck and stop you from moving forward. Because if you're doubting the process, then you're going to end up frustrated and you're just going to end up confused, and you're probably not going to continue. So basically, your intuitive self is always trying to speak to you. And when you put pen to paper and you journal, that is like your soul speaking to you. That is your heart speaking to you. That is your intuitive self speaking to you. Now, to build that relationship, you've got to just start. You've got to start trusting and just start doing it before you've really got the evidence there. And the more that you trust what comes through, and the more that you respond to what comes through by taking action or doing more journaling on it or more healing or whatever it is that you're doing specifically, the more that you take action on what is coming through from your intuitive self, the more you're gonna develop that aspect of you. The more trust you're gonna build, the more intuitive you're gonna become, and the more powerful this whole thing is gonna be for you. So that is why I really wanted to start with this trust, because it's a really important aspect, and it can get in the way of your healing journey. So we want to move forward with a strong foundation, and having that trust in yourself and that trust in what you're writing about and the answers that are coming through for you in the workbook and the journaling is a really important aspect of that. We've got to allow our heart and our soul to speak to us, and that does take practice. So today is like a warm-up for the rest of the journaling prompts that you're going to have in day 2 and 3, and it's about making that choice now to trust yourself. It's about making a choice and inviting your soul, your heart to speak to you. The prompts and the meditations in this course are a guide, so it's also important to realize that they're here to support you and guide you, but this is your journey, and I really want you to develop that level of trust so that you can just go with your heart, go with your soul. So if you are writing in your journaling and something else comes through that you feel called to write about, that is what you should be doing. That is where your intuition is leading you. So everything within this course is a guide, and it's supposed to inspire you and give you like a base level to get started on your own healing. So healing is not a linear process. You can't say this is step 1, step 2, step 3, let's get it done in a week and we're healed, we can move forward. It's not like that. It's an ongoing process, and there's going to be lots and lots of layers to uncover. So whatever comes up for you initially is the right thing that's coming up, and you might be like straining to think back into the past. For example, you might need to recall a memory, for example, from the past, and you might find that hard in the beginning, and what comes through might seem completely random. It might be something that you've never ever thought about before. It might be something that in your mind you're like, well, that wasn't particularly traumatic for me, but your intuition knows what you need to heal. So even if it doesn't seem like it was a big deal, there was probably something in it. There was probably some kind of strong belief created from that situation, or it might just be one layer, and when you start delving into that layer, it's going to uncover the next layer, and you're going to get to the root of the belief or the root of whatever it is that you're trying to heal. So it's not a linear process. You've just got to go with it. You've got to start, and you've got to trust the signs and where you're being led and where your intuition is leading you. Also, you've got to trust yourself when you do this work, because you're not going to be doing this every single day. This 3-day course is not going to be the end of your journey. If you're really serious about healing and tapping into that power and transforming your life, this 3 days isn't going to be the end of it. So you need to know when is the best day to do this work. You know, some days you might feel that call to do some healing because you might feel particularly triggered or particularly emotional. Some days you might feel amazing and you don't need it. Some days you might feel like you're ready to forgive somebody from your past. You might feel like when you first start doing the work that you're not there yet, you're not ready to forgive. You need to just be open to forgiving rather than actually forgiving in full. It is very personal, this journey, so trust is so important. We are cyclical beings, so every day is different, and you know what you need most on each day. Your inner self knows, and this day to day is about that. It's about putting yourself out there and trusting yourself and developing that trust, because it's not going to happen straight away, but it comes with a choice, and it comes with consistently choosing to trust yourself and consistently doing the work and showing up and doing the journaling and committing to this journey, because I promise you it's so incredibly powerful. When I started my journey of self-development, or whatever you want to call it, I was very mind focused, and I had all of the stuff in place for, the perfect mindset. I was thinking all the positive thoughts, doing all the affirmations. I I really thought that I could change my reality through thought alone. And I was doing everything right, but I still wasn't feeling fully in myself, in my body. I wasn't seeing the results outside of me. I wasn't manifesting what I wanted. I just still felt stuck and powerless. And when I started doing this deep healing work and going into my body more and going into my past, which before I'd been afraid to do, I was scared to look at my past. I was scared to give energy to negative things, or things I had labeled as negative, things that had happened to me in my past, because I thought, I don't want to be that. I don't want to be my past. The past is in the past. I want to let it go. But what I didn't realize is I hadn't let it go, and the energy from these situations and the beliefs I was still embodying without knowing it. So this is why this work is important. You can't just say, I am worthy, I believe in myself, and it becomes fact. You've got to go deep and do the deep work, the body work. You've got to embody your beliefs. So I can tell you how powerful this work is. I really hope that you commit to doing it. And I really, really hope that this 3-day course is going to give you the kickstart and the foundation that you need to tap into that inner infinite power that I know is within you. Thank you so much for watching this video. You'll find a meditation which is all about inviting your soul to speak and being open to letting your intuition speak to you and starting to trust yourself in this process. And then there's some journaling prompts attached, which is where we get stuck in and started. Thank you so much, and I will see you tomorrow for day 2. Lots of love.